nice. We look like we're working to May. Well, what do I got here? I got all of the new stuff for Death Vector from Stargrave. And man, North Star military figures hooked me the fuck up. They sent me so many extra gifts, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's super cool. I can't even like wow. And the shipping was like 4 days from England to Hawaii. Like, that's crazy. Man, they did a really good job, I ain't gonna lie. Big props to them. I will definitely be buying any more multi-part plastics from them. Holy shit. So yeah, so let's talk about the free gifts first, because I also got some other boxes. I got the Classic Fantasy Villagers, and I got Cultist 2. So this is Cultist 2 here. This is for part of this is going to be for Frostgrave, part of this is going to be for Dead Man's Hand, and then the same thing for this, right? This is going to be a mix of Frostgrave and Dead Man's Hand. So, pretty cool stuff. Got both those as well. But North Star hooked me up with a sprue of Frostgrave Scavengers 1 and Frostgrave Scavengers 2. Which is pretty fun, because these are fantastic Frostgrave kits. They're probably my favorite Frostgrave kits, or Stargrave kits, so far. I haven't opened this one. But, yeah, they're fantastic, fantastic kits. I actually have a bunch of Kitbash Knolls with them. Sorry, my chair is very low. Give me 1 second. Ugh. There we go. There we go. I'm not sitting on the floor anymore. Holy shit. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of Kitbash Frostgrave Knolls with these. Fantastic, fantastic kits. They have a whole bunch of really cool kind of like space AKs and pouches and stuff like cleavers. They kind of all have these like cloaks and kind of dusters look to them. So kind of a little bit more of like a raider aesthetic than the rest of the Frostgrave stuff, which kind of looks a little more Star Wars-y kind of. Sorry, Stargrave, not Frostgrave. And this is the female version. This one has this really cool big heavy gun and a really cool sniper rifle on it. Where like the barrel's all wrapped up. But yeah, just awesomely, awesomely cool to get extras of those. And oh, the other guys are in the room. Oh well. They sent me this, which is some kind of snake thing. Some kind of robo snake. He's resin printed. Pretty cool. Little robo snake guy. He's like 3D printer resin printed. He's got little nubs on him. Little metal or little robot snake dude. Pretty cool. So I got that. And then I did not order these, but I am not going to complain. So I'm not a big fan of metal minis. So I didn't order these. I don't really like metal minis, but they sent me the whole set. And a really cool dice. That's really like nice. It feels very good. But yeah, they sent me the whole set. This is a bunch of metal automatons. So I don't know what this guy is. He's got like a claw. And then they got this really big guy. And I think this gun arm goes with him. Yeah, it does. So that's pretty cool. And there's another automaton there. And then a snake, but in metal this time. But yeah, I'm not really a big like metal mini fan. So I hadn't picked these up. But they were included with my order, so I'm assuming they're a free gift, which is pretty dope. And I mean, that's like a hell of a free gift, I'm not gonna lie. That's super cool. And I got the kit, and I got the book. And I figure we'll end up flipping through the book at some point, kind of more in depth, because today I want to do some building. But just some, oh man, that guy's having a bad trip. Look at that. Just some kick-ass art stuff. That's freaking cool as shit. Oh my god. That's fantastically cool. But yeah, super cool. I like all the Stargrave books. They're really cool. This one adds a bunch of quests in what they call the Death Vector, which is like an area of the world that's been taken over by AI. Hello! And the AI is like psychotic, and basically tries to kill anything or consume it. So essentially, like, most starships literally won't let you plot a course there to try to protect you. So it's pretty cool, and we get a whole bunch of really, really awesome kits to go with it. So this is the automaton kits. It's going to be 20 guys, and what these are they're kind of like body horror zombie robots, like cyborg kind. We got our bases. They'll go in the pile of bases. These are not bad bases, but they're not the bases I use. And then we've got 4 runners, all of which should be the same. I'm going to be super mega honest. I am very excited for this kit. And now my chair is shrinking down again. Why? Why does it hate me? Okay, it's just... I'm just a little guy now, sitting on the floor, apparently. Anyway, let's check this out. So what do we got down here? We got a whole bunch of heads and what looks like some spiders. A lot of like zombie kind of monster heads. Some with like robot eyes. This guy's got a metal jaw. And we got all kinds of crazy arms. Chainsaw arms and clamps. Give him the clamps. Whole bunch of shooty arms. This one looks like a dog hand almost. Some claw arms. Then we get 5 different bodies. Some of them got robo feet. Some of them got people feet. We got drill hands. Got a guy with a mace. Some more claws. A couple different kinds of guns. So they got guns that are like on the forearm. And they've got ones that are like in the shoulder. We got a flamethrower. Some kind of shuriken spinny thing. And then more heads here. Including some really neat ones. Like this one's really neat. It's got like 5 robot eyes. Yeah, this one, his eyes are like replaced with cables going into this visor. That's pretty dope. And then each one of these has like a bunch of little robot spiders on it too, which is pretty cool. So yeah, man, these are cool as hell. These are super fucking cool. Alright, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna build some is what we're gonna do. I might actually have to, if we build too many, I might have to go grab the bases off the 3D printer. I have some bases sitting out there. All the bases I use are from Thingiverse. They are called 5mm hollow wall, or hollow, I think it's hollow wall base, I think is what they're called. Basically, they're very similar to the GW bases in height and style. Alright. Interesting that these guys don't have puddle with them. So puddle is the like plastic piece that kind of goes between their feet, like the old plastic army men kind. And it usually helps hold the model up. Now I actually prefer no puddle because I think they're hard to base with a puddle, but it's neat to see that they don't have one. A lot of the Frostgrave kits have puddles. The puddles are kind of a thing. I've said the word puddle way too many times now. They're kind of a thing for like a lot of historical games. So, yeah. Anyway, I should say these are 20 models for like 30 bucks, 32 bucks, something like that. Which makes them like $1.50 a piece, which is fucking baller. Because they have super good detail and tons of customization. So my plan here is that we're going to build, first off we're going to build 5 just as the box, right, just with the box. And then we're going to get some more guys together and we're going to kit bash the hell out of them. Specifically some of those scavenger sprues that we got for free and the Wargames Atlantic Pulp Zombies kit. I think it's going to go amazing with these. So, alright, so let's look at some of these options and see what we got. What do we want first off? I like this chainsaw arm. I think that's pretty cool. So I think we'll do something with this chainsaw arm. You know, honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip a bunch of arms out and then we'll just see kind of like what fits and goes together really nice. Oh, I clearly want a guy with 2 clamps. So we have to have a guy with 2 clamps. That's a requirement. We gotta have clamps. Give them the clamps. So we'll have to have clamps. Now some of these are kind of meant to be a set. So you can kind of clearly see it, like this arm and that arm are supposed to go together. Stuff like that. Especially these like big ones where it's kind of like holding the arm up. That's kind of how that's supposed to work. So, all right, man. There's so many cool pieces on here. Oh, I like this one a lot. It's kind of like a robot bear claw. I'll get this little machine gun. Yeah, we'll do this little machine gun, and we'll do. Kind of want to do the flamethrower. Let's do the flamethrower too. Alright, so let's put something together and see where we're at. Okay, flamethrower, super cool. Who should have the flamethrower? This guy's kind of leaning into it maybe? Or do we want the guy that's leaning the opposite way? Yeah, I think that'll be better. Super cool. Yeah, it's like the summer of multi-part plastics for me this year. Where I'm getting super into the multi-part plastics. And it's very fun. They're really fun kits. I got a ton of cool detail. Like this guy's fucking ripped, right? And then he's got like robot legs and torn pants. And he's got like a robot spine. That's pretty dope. And let's see, this arm should reach. Oh, it doesn't. Interesting. I thought the flamethrower was a double arm. It is not. Just need to hit him with a little bit more glow. Okay, I thought the flamethrower was a double arm, but it's not. This is just like a regular hand. Interesting. Okay. I kind of want to do a double arm of some description. Maybe this gun here. Yeah, we'll try that out. So there's a two-handed thing. There's usually a hand that goes with it, you know. This arm doesn't reach across, does it? No. Okay. Alright. And we'll give this guy here, he's got like tubes and stuff, we'll give him the double machine gun arm. So if you ever played the Chronicles of Riddick video game, Butcher's Bay, I think it's called. That game, one, is cool as shit. And two, the main enemy that you're fighting in it is these like brain hollowed out automatons that kind of like run this prison that you're in. You're on like this like prison pirate ship thing, and the main enemy are these like automated raider automaton guys. And I always thought they were super cool, like as a concept. I just always thought they were super awesome. It really wants to focus down here. Stop doing that, please. I really need to turn that autofocus off, man. It's getting really annoying. I will have to look up how to do that later. Because it tries to blur the background way too much. But yeah, so Butcher's Bay. It has these like automaton guys, kind of like they sort of like hollow out the people's faces and put like chips in there, like a little computer in there. And yeah, wow, that arm is just straight out to the side like T-posing. Holy shit. What is this one? Okay, that one's a little more believable. Can we make the T-posing clamp arm work somehow? I think maybe we can. It's a little weird, but if we do that and then this one, right, it might look like he's trying to like punch someone. Alright, but let's put the left clamp on at least, because that one's cool. I like that. Nope, where'd it go? There it is. And yeah, there's actually similar enemies actually in Star Wars. In The Force Awakens, they interact with some like bounty hunters when they're on the ship with the big like Cthulhu tentacle mouth monsters. When they're on that ship, they interact with a bunch of like bounty hunter guys, and all those bounty hunter guys, the troops they have that have kind of like these like red armor, they have kind of like this like sensor like in the dead middle of their face. They're actually corpses as well. They're reanimated corpses that have been like rewired. So it's kind of neat. There's actually a whole lot of like media and stuff with like these kind of like corpse monsters. And I think it's pretty cool. It's one of those like themes that I really like, because you get the mix of like zombie body horror with the like robotness. And you can make some, it just works really well. Because like you kind of pull in these themes of like the fear of technology and you know, the loss of humanity and all this kind of stuff with these kind of creatures. You know, like at what point does the machine just you know, it's just using us kind of thing. And I think that's pretty fun. I think that's a cool, like, theme to explore in media and stuff, so. Alright, so, let's see. Do we want to go a guy with a machine gun? And then we'll give the other one his claw hand here. So, I want to point out, that is a lot of arms left. You're going to make a hell of a lot of different monsters. Hello! That's a whole lot of emojis in the chat. But yeah, there's so many options left after putting together just a couple of these guys. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, this theme of like corpse turned android kind of robot is a pretty common one. And like I said, I think it's a really fun theme. I am a big fan of it. Let's see, I'm just going to clip some heads off. Some of these are very delightfully body horror. The one I think that has the cables for the eyes, I think that one's really good. Let's see, we'll take Big Jaw Man for our clamp head. And then just take just a regular zombie head. Okay, so this guy, we're going to make him the one with the cool multi-eyes. Then I'll hold him up to the camera and you can get a good look. Da-da-da. Yeah, that's a freaking cool model. That's super dope. 10 out of 10. These are fantastic. Hello, I wear painting Skaven. Nice. Skaven are awesome. I love them to pieces. I have a whole bunch of Skavens sitting on my desk right now that I need to be basing. But instead I'm building cool ass automatons. Oh, no, I guess this guy's a flamethrower guy. I guess he's like... Yeah, that's super cool. These are just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oh man, and if they made an Automatons 2, oh, that would be so good. So, in case people don't know what these Frostgrave kits do, and Stargrave kits do, is they do like a 1, and then they do a 2, and the 1 is all male, and the 2 is all female. I really like this head. There's a lot of cool body horror in that with the eyes becoming the cables. That's cool, I like that. So like, I got this kit too from North Star, and this is a whole box of female cultists. And the Cultist 1 kit is all males. So yeah, they kind of do that in all their lines. So I hope they do an Automatons too. That would be super cool. Because yeah, man, this is a great kit. Like if you've never built a multi-part plastic kit before from like Stargrave or Frostgrave, I would actually recommend this maybe be like your first, because it's really cool. Maybe get this and a box of scavengers or something. Make all kinds of crazy shit. Give them the clamps. Like you could even paint these guys up like they're working Joes, right? Like if you're a fan of Alien and like Wayland Yutani, these guys would make really cool working Joes. Working Joes are they're like uncanny valley automatons that are kind of the they're like not the nice androids. They're kind of like the shitty B models. With his chainsaw hand. Yeah, that's great. That's absolutely wonderful. Alright, let's see. Having built 5 of them, what do I feel like is missing? Not a whole lot, honestly. If I had to be extremely nitpicky, it would be kind of cool to have some little like extra robot accoutrements to equip to each one, right? Like maybe like little boxes or like little bunches of cables and stuff. That might be kind of cool. But by no means is that needed, right? Like this is a phenomenal kit. Absolutely just wonderful. Yeah, just fantastic. Super good. Alright. So we want to break out some scavengers next. Oh, I gotta go get some bases from the 3D printer. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I got some bases. Oh, let's see if I can raise this chair up again. So these are those bases that I mentioned before. They're 5mm hollow wall on Thingiverse. Totally free file. They print on my Neptune 4, 10 of them in about 20 minutes. So, yeah. Alright, now the kit I really want to mix with this is this kit. Because this kit is fantastic. This is the Pulp Adventure Zombies kit. You get 30 zombies in here. And I think they're going to kit bash with the parts really, really well. So I think we will pull out some of these zombies here. Oh, you actually get 6 per sprue. Interesting. I thought you got 5. Oh well. So yeah, these guys are all kind of rotten and they have like torn up clothes and stuff. This is the same kit that I did my Nazi zombies with, where I kit bashed it with one of the Blitzkrieg sprues from Warlord games to make some Nazi zombies for bolt action. And it worked fantastic for that, because this sprue has a whole bunch of heads on it, including ones with like different helmets and stuff, all kinds of things. But we shouldn't have to worry about too much of that today. What we should be able to do is take some of the arms from the sprue we just cleaned off, put them on these bodies, maybe put one of those heads on there. We should get ourselves 6 really kind of zombie-y automatons to go with our boys we just built. Now the cool thing is, if you didn't want to build zombie automatons, you could actually just use this sprue for like robot arms and legs. You know, so like maybe you have some raiders that are part robot, you know, and they have like enhancements and stuff, you know. You could totally use these for that. You don't have to use these for like, you know, kind of the theme. If you wanted to make like a bunch of like cyberpunk kind of cyberware hooligans, this would be great for that too. I, however, love the zombie robot theme. It I don't know, is near and dear to my heart. There's a movie